this duck that's saying the same things as every PC's been saying since I've been a boy. Common sense revolution. Appease the taxpayers. You know the problem with young people are? You've never had any education in economic one-on-ones of life. All they've been shoving up your butt is this Keynesian economic system. It's falling apart on us. Kids yelling out Keynesian economics like it's a mantra. It's all right in the Industrial Revolution, but we're post-industrial. And don't argue with me, we are post-industrial. We're grassroots economy. I go over there, I buy some beer. What is it? It's damn crap beer. And it's damn good. And I like fruits and vegetables, they're natural. I buy natural products from my local communities. They're handcrafted, handmade, working together to unify this country. The United States is falling. Why? Because it's controlled by a broken banking system called fiat currencies. It's been going on for a long time. Canada's finding gold, but you want to go back to a fractional reserve fiat all up because you're angry. That's a great tool to get you guys going. And I don't really give a damn about you because you're all bums, right-wing conservative bums. I don't care. You're angry all the time. You can't do anything. And you'll say, am I a woman? No, I'm not a woman. I'm a man that knows the planet's being destroyed. You got a bunch of assholes everywhere saying crazy things like you're at a Fernberg's oil company. A bunch of jerks. Douchebag. Jordan Peterson, Rex Murphy, all douchebags. Anything good to say about him? Well, Jonathan is the interim leader. He's running. He'll bring back human rights and justice. Come on, guys. Admit you've been homeless, right? Homeless young people living in boxes, right? Did they treat you right, these charity systems? No, because there's no human rights anymore. Yes, sir. It's a bunch of narcissists running the places. Not giving you a fair go and not leading you to entrepreneurship. No entrepreneurship, but they go and lie all the time. I was watching one lie. He says says this economy is one way. And he said, no, it's the Fraser Institute. Jordan Peterson's showing the Fraser Institute. Rosa May says we're more diversified than oil and gas sector. I looked around me. Enbridge is controlling a lot of things. It's polluting our environment. This is natural gas. What have they been telling you for years? They've been controlling you for years. Jobs, jobs, jobs. But the inflationary cycles go up, so you work more jobs. Don't you see this? There's never enough for greed. So an egalitarian system with maybe some grassroots values to bring us back together. Fair voting would be one thing that would help Canada. I don't like conservatives. I don't like them at all. I never have. It doesn't mean I'm a woman. I'm a man. I like women. And I got a lot of young women hitting on me because they can't talk to you yo-yos. That's why you're not dating anybody. I'm not dating your girlfriends by getting them hitting on me. And why? Because I listen to women. And nobody does. And all it is a war against women right now. You look at Jordan Peterson in the poor manosphere. Come on, let's admit it. Online dating doesn't work. He's right. It doesn't work. ghosting and all this garbage. It's never worked. I've never had to date online. I dated by having a little courage, asking her out. And you'll get that. You'll get rejected. And it doesn't matter how good looking you are, guys. You get rejected. I'm in the bar there. He's a good looking young guy. He says, "Can I buy you a drink, ma'am?" F off. I'll date that over. But she's just a bitch. I wouldn't worry about her, man. There's all sorts of women like that. There's always some good girl out there. You have a little courage. What are you going to do? Let one kick down, make your life go to hell, boys? You know, it's where you go is you meet them in bars, or you meet them in a club, or you meet them on the street. You might meet them in a coffee shop. You might take a saying, "Hey," but don't be a douchebag. When you meet a young woman that you like, just speak to her. Get a conversation going. Find out if she's got similar likes to you. But you don't have to be an ego. They don't want that. But dating advice, just ask them out, man. There's no guarantee in life. Oh, young guys don't have sex anymore. That's what they say. Old guys don't have sex unless they have it with young women. Why? Because you won't go and ask them out. They hit on us. And that sounds sick. It does sound sick. Older women don't want to get married to older men. They just want to have fun, so it's all flirt. So I'll probably have to go to the Philippines or somewhere to get away. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm meeting a lot of young women. I go to a coffee shop and they're looking at me and smiling. Sometimes they just want to be with us to learn from us. Because they're confused. The world's confusing. They're entrepreneurial women. And they might think that I know something. I know quite a bit. And I've had a long life. I think I'm worthy to be listened to. You don't have to take everything I say. But I've gone through a lot of hassles in life with far right. They're not my friends. You're considered PC. You're not my friend. You're not my friend. I know the market system's screwed. It's the economic model, but they didn't teach you anything about economics, did they? So, there's the free market system. And that's what we're using, and it's not working. It's gone to the pinnacle of there's not garbage out there. That's why I want electric cars. Noise. I used to have a fast car. I don't want one now because I realize how noisy and toxic they are. I want communities that are walkable, and those cars put in the crusher in electric vehicles. So attack me, and be a big man. I had a bunch of guys call me a dirty name once. I was walking along and they called me a faggot. They're easy to call a faggot, Todd Gundam had that happen. He said, he's laughing at this concert. And he turned the lights on. He says, there's the coward in the dark. You can hide with your masks on and call me dirty names. That's a troll. And that's a right-wing fascist troll. I'm not a fascist. And I got enough guts to say you're idiots if you vote and run down going renewable. You're jerks. You haven't looked at the economic solutions to anything. I'm trying to plug in here. See, everything's to the top. I can't plug here. I haven't got glasses on. But at age 68 and 9, it means I have to run a business. And I'm doing everything online practically for a while till I get some money up. Living here where it's noisy. So I'm not working for no damn woman. Horsewoman, I don't like their methods. I work for me because I follow a bit of E.P. Taylor's grounding. And sports managers don't want sex before the hockey game. Oh, and Jerry went through that, man. You can't have relationships with the wife because I don't want you to lose that energy. Dog me talk about that, boys. You ever been in sports and no wife to that? Doesn't mean you're gonna have sex, man. You get so long in marriage and it's same old routine. We got to do it tonight. What way? Oh, it's so boring. It's getting routine unless she's naked right home. So I am a man. I like woman, but I don't like routine. It's boring as hell. There's no communication. Communication shut down. That's a divorce. So sex and marriage, love, sex, marriage, ideologies, principles. So I'm a spiritualist and I'm a non-dualist. And I think Henry David Thoreau was a good philosopher. Wendell Berry wrote a book that I love. It's called Sex, Economy, and Religion. Great book, Wendell. Great book. He's an older guy from Kentucky. He's a farmer. I was in the farm field. I like the old ways. And he had a war against the feminist movement. Well, it wasn't a war. It was just they were saying it's brutal, Wendell, what you're doing. Well, Tom Hanks went back to the typewriter. So I don't know, Wendell. You came up with an economic grassroots solution for writing. And I said, what are you? You're writing with a pencil. Yeah. 101 school. Because he looked at the cost of the computer. And he just realized it had these Keynesian economic abnormalities in as breakdown and replace that sort of system. So we are at the end of growth. Eisenberg wrote the book. It's called The End of Growth. The Great Balloon Race. There's no gold in the bank. And what's Pierre telling you? He's telling you to go to a fractional reserve banking, American stuff. Well, I look down at the United States there. You got homeless communities and everything, and Donald Trump running it. That didn't work. Because in 1929, we had that great stock market crash. What you people think is you're heading into recession. No, you've been in a recession for a long time. You're going into the Great Depression that doesn't look like a depression. This is hyperinflation that keeps on getting worse. So his technique, Pierre Pellap, is this. More growth. Now let's go back to the American system. Well, the American system's got no goal. And then I was just listening to him attacking Biden. Oh, this is really interesting. He said Biden is like China. They're going renewable. I think they'll be the superpower going renewable. So will Australia. But that's not a capitalist. That's a democratic political system. There's fair voting and democracy. And the people of Australia voted for the Labour Party. And, well, who's running the show there? 2 billionaires that are economists. And they say not putting a restraint on that sort of system, which is greening the outback with solar voltaic and green renewables, like hydrogen. Hydrogen is a liquid fuel. It's got the same BTU power, probably greater than BTU of fossil fuels. That's why how we measure BTU. It's a measurement in energy. And green renewables run on the sun. They're sustainable. How much fossil fuels can the planet take? So I looked at another study there, and they were showing that the planet is not in peril. How about human rights is? Because we're doing harm all the time. The planet's changing. The coral reefs are coming back because it's an ecosystem. And it has its own intelligence. But stupidity is not intelligence. And stupidity is to continue doing the same damn thing as before. Going to a renewable sector is economically feasible. It gives jobs and it'll give employment. But you're listening to a bunch of liars. She shut down the renewable sector in Alberta. It was going to offer a lot of jobs and employment. Now, we'll talk about what are you going to live on? What are you going to live on? I've known for years that marketing software is being over-marketed. There's too many people in that field. We need a renewable market and fuels renewable energy everywhere. But the idiots and the climate deniers are not very smart people, are they? They've been mind hacked by an old order. Now, this was going down human rights for years in Alexandria. It was a changed material substances from Iron Age to bronze. They had all sorts of human rights violations. The rights to own a house is a human rights violation. But what's causing it? Free market capitalism. So we have to change the whole economic model that something works. Might be stepping back to a transcendental economic system like Thoreau worked out. These simple models without externality of Keynesian economics. I think you could look at that, just simplify it. Have energy online for more entrepreneurial businesses, so you're free to work at what you want and earn money. Fortunately, I found a place here. It's with the county of Simcoe. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me to get started. I had no place before. I couldn't work a business with my brother. He wouldn't let me. And if I move into a place, I can't do anything. This place is giving me anonymity. The doors are locked. They don't bother me. And I can stay here. And I pay a low rental fee because I'm a senior. Now, Trudeau came out with the dental plan. But he said it's a tax scam. Well, weigh that out. Do you want public health care? All the money's going to public health care. That could be a scam. But you need it for your drug addictions and junk. Yeah, I'll be rude. I like being rude. I'll be honest with you. You're being stupid. I need a dental plan. You do too. It's a part of the healthcare system. So it was $9 billion printed. What else is a tax scam? They pay my hydro bills for me. Overpaid it, and I got $900 credit. Can't play it very well, can I? credit because I didn't have glasses. So I don't pay for that. I care. They don't pay for it. So I had to beat around the bush, and I just got to get a screwdriver set. I started buying frames out of John Lennon frames out of Amazon because they charge about $500 for a frame here. Any good. And I got these John Lennons. I just bought another frame because I broke them. And I just got to get a screwdriver to jewelry glasses, jewelry set, so I can change the temples. That's all I have to do. Broke them. I broke them. I slept with them in bed. Don't do that. Put them in the case. But I bought them for $32. So the eyeglasses cost me. I got them fitted. I just changed the temples. I'd have to go away to Seca Beach. I'll just find a jewelry kit that I can, replace it. She said, that price there, they're nice. These are broken here. They're John Lennon, but they're broken. It doesn't matter what you buy, they'll break. Because I got to wear glasses. So I bought these. And I just got changed. $32. I go to a frame store in an optometrist's office. I'm paying $300. And they're not what I like. I like those. They just get a screwdriver, put them on. She says if they break, just go and buy more of those. Put the frame on. What the hell? They don't fall off. The only problem is they get a little bit edgy around the eyes. But who doesn't wear round rim like John Lennon? They were called in their scuffle years of the Beatles, they were called welfare glasses of the British monarchy. They look pretty good, man. They were just retro round rim. These damn things, I buy them. They're $1.49. They're just creepers, but they break there. So I just go on Amazon and I bought them for $32. And I got the frames there, and if I break anymore, I just get the screwdriver and put the frame on. Why pay? You got the glasses, why pay more? So that's economics 101. Economics 101 is how do we reduce capital? Well, the cellular phone bills are going way up. So I went to flip phone. Young's gone to one too. Does that mean I stay on a flip phone? It means the carriers cost so much money. That's about a half hour, another fire truck. That's your Keynesian economics of Robert Moses' method of building more highways. That was conservative bullshit. Jim Mike Harris and his dogs with the common sense revolution. Common sense revolution of Walkerton. People dying up there. So you're going to hear me out. Don't vote Pierre Pella, piece of crap. Because he's using the same rhetoric. He's using common sense. There's no common sense with his methods. He's just appeasing the little people that don't know anything about economics, called taxpayers. I pay high taxes here. I'll get a tax consultant. But this is conservative writing, and I don't know what they talk about common sense. The taxes are really high in Ontario. And I'm going to find some tax advisor. Because I'm a victim of armed robbery, and nobody knew that. Except the police looked at my record. Yeah, you're a victim of armed robbery. So I don't like guns much. So what was he talking about? More guns. Guns kill people. I never believed that before, but I've been shot at. And I'm still alive. I'm a miracle man. Yes, I am. But I don't like guns. I got PTSD from most vets do too. Well, I talked to vets. They're healed vets. Said they don't need guns. We need guns. Police need guns. Not you. Just the drug addicts and junkies and stuff. They'll rob people. Pierre Paul left all the racketeers. It had to take Justin Trudeau and Zinn to put a bill in to stop that gun lobby group. So you can insult me and call me things. I resist. I'm trying to force through some common sense to don't vote for him. Vote for Green Party or NDP. And Gordie Downey was a great man. He was. They'll never heal the indigenous problem unless we get off fossil fuels. Do you think you're going to make a life for yourself on fossil, living on this perpetual, never-ending story of economy tethered to a broken banking system that's tethered to fossil fuel industry? The banks have been living on a commodity market. And they've been attacking people that are saying maybe this isn't healthy for you, like Cornell Institute. It was the meat production commodity. The meat production is out there saying we debunked the Cornell Institute's plant-based diet. But that was an intelligent professor that had the rebuttal. Nobody read it. Debunking all the time. I can debunk you. You can debunk Reiki systems. You can debunk all sorts of things because you're working on a Newtonian theory of everything. My cousin was an astrophysicist. That is not Newtonian science. No, it's mathematics. You ever look at that? The conservative structures of education, they can't even do mathematics. High finite math. But it's the highest grade in Toronto before it became a yup school of Jordan Peterson. Then he went to UCLA and became a professorship there for astrophysics. Here I'm talking to a computer scientist, and he says, I don't believe in theoretical science. Well, what is theoretical science? It's blackboard. Find down to a finite root. Because you don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it theoretical science that was done on a blackboard to figure out the quantum reality that works on this microprocessor system? Doesn't it? So all your arguments are rubbish. You're just cupcake muffin stuff, because you've been shoved up in Newtonian physics up your rectum for years, and Keynesian economics doesn't fit the picture. When I was born, we had a professor come up named Albert Einstein, figured out relativity. He died just 2 weeks after I was born. And that was shifting the world. We came up with nuclear fusion. We came up with the atom bomb, the equation. But Max Planck and all those physicists, quantum reality. So quantum reality is like spiritual reality. Isn't that interesting? And they had the Chevron experiment on particle acceleration through. They saw the diva coming back of the God consciousness in quantum reality. And that was when they split the particles. The black hole would suck the earth under. So everybody was scared of that. Didn't happen. But they discovered there is a God consciousness in this universe. So we're very unawakened right now, some of us, with the social media system. But some are waking up. As soon as you put down the Newtonian theory of relativity and realize everything is energy, we're for vibration, frequency, synchronicity, Jungian, you'll understand that Reiki or metaphysical healing does work on the quantum reality. You'll also start to learn that thought is the blockage of everything. The Kant's theories of I think, therefore I am. And you'll question the people that make it in the world don't seem to be too smart, but they're making more money than why? Simplify, simplify, simplify. Over analytical rubbish all the time. And you'll find you go to school and there's some guy coming up ahead of you. I didn't make much of him in school, but he's a successful businessman. He's making money. He's just luck on us. What is that? The thought form crushes out the intuitive side of us to be creative and artistic and let things happen and unfold. You know, I brainstorm ideas, and the way you brainstorm, it's crazy. You know, you got too much duality in brainstorming consciousness. Is there a wrong or a right word to use in a brainstorming picture? When people are putting down things, you can put down something negative and explore it. It's a tether up to what could be right. So brainstorming is just randomness of chaos and unity. If we just look at the world as in a quantum reality instead of a Newtonian and a more metaphysical construct, we'd understand how energy healing works. So I really have a hard time listening to all this denunciation of Reiki and denunciation of homeopathy, essential oils, or anything like that. It was a construct of thousands of years of healers in Australia that were indigenous. They were natural healers. Because an ancestry is of Aboriginal descent, and actually the First Nations is just trying to get back to the rudiments of what they were in Canada, and they were healers. That's what Mahdi is talking about. Mahdi. So what are we talking about? And if anything has hurt mankind is overthinking. And the COVID was a result of experimentation with something we didn't know. The Chinese are experimenting with lab rats and manipulating DNA in them, and they created a strain that wiped out, that went worldwide. So it's the time of the intellect has to come in balance with the emotional and spiritual aspects of our human nature.